Hey guys, what's up? Some short guy here. So, back with another convention vlog today. I was supposed to film this last October, but that thing called life happened. I just totally forgot and never had time, so I thought, well, I got some spare couple of minutes, I'll just film it today. Just about the MCM convention I went to at the Excel Centre last year. I went to the full weekend, but there's only a few people I met, so I thought it'd be cool to sort of talk about my experience with that. First one I've met him before. It was Yong Bosch, who's known for playing like the Black Power Ranger from Mighty Morphin. Also a voice actor as well. So I got to meet him. I've met him before, and I got like a pop signed by it, but I thought, oh, this time I'll get my Black Ranger figure signed. He done it in like a yellow pen as well, which is cool. So he's put to Bennett's Morphin Time, Adam. That's Johnny Young Bosch. What was cool about it as well, like I had one of my photo ops from when I met him at LFCC, like 2014. And he sort of looked at it and he was like, "This isn't from this week." I was like, "No, this is from a few years ago." He's like, "Oh, that's pretty dope." Like he personalised that for me on it as well. And then I was just asking him like about obviously his voice acting, how that's crazy that Power Ranger's been around for 25 years. Said to him like, I love like Bleach and Naruto because he's done the voices of some of those characters, so that was cool. And then I got to have a photo op with him as well, wearing my Mighty Morphin t-shirt. I met him before. He's just one of those guys that you can just talk to for ages because he's just like such a nice guy. He's chill, really nice with the fans. Does take his time talking to him as well, so he was cool to me. But yeah, so it was like my second time meeting him, but he's always one that he's worth talking to. If you love like the Power Rangers or any of the shows he's voiced acting, he's always worth talking to. So he was like a good start to the weekend because I met him on the Friday. Next one I met was this guy, Mackie. Obviously Sam Wilson the Falcon. What was I know about him? I was there on the Friday. He actually turned up on the Friday, but I left my Falcon pop back at the hotel I was staying at. So I was like, so I went up to him on Saturday, got my photo of him signed as well. He was just such a cool guy, like talking for ages. What was quite funny, I got my Falcon pop signed and I had a red like Sharpie at the time which didn't work, and he was sort of like made a little joke about it, so he signed it in this silver pen for me, which is cool. And I've actually got the video, actually, I'll show you, because it was just one of those things, it was just freaking hilarious, man.
See what I mean? See what I mean? How's it going?
Yeah, it's my birthday, so I was like, I'll go make the Falcon.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah. You enjoying London so far?
So far, so good. Did you have so much Bennett? Make it work, Ben. I'm gonna fucking make it work. You're good.
Try silver. See if that
Talk
works.
about this, Ben.
Depends on it. I'll try silver. Before it work.
I hope you didn't buy that today. If you did, bring it
Oh no,
back.
I'll be pissed if I did tonight.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I can't wait for Infinity War, man. Looking so forward to it.
It's a pretty good movie, man.
Have you done all filming now, or are you still filming?
No, we're still in it, but I saw a cut of the first one, and it's damn good. So you'll be very pleased.
Cheers, man. Look forward to it. Take care, sir.
What was annoying, for some reason I kept calling him by his character's name Sam. Obviously his name's Anthony, and for some reason I just kept calling him Sam, and I was like, oh, I didn't realise I was doing it until I watched that back, and I was like, I just called him by his character's name, like what the shit. He was one of the reasons I wanted to go. He's a big celebrity, and obviously he's in bloody the Avengers movies as well. So I was like, yep, I'm going to meet him definitely, and he did not disappoint, because like he just spent a while with every fan, and like obviously I had a bit of banter there about the pen not working. It was just like watching that video back, I remembered at the time because I was trying so hard to not laugh, and when he started jabbing it going,
Try silver. See if that
Talk
works.
about this, Ben.
I was just like, oh mate, it was just so funny. And then when I met him again for his photo, I had the Falcon pop with me as well, and he was like, that's a really good looking guy, so that was quite funny. He's definitely one of my favourite ones I've met, just because of like how charismatic he was, and I got to go to one of the panels he done as well, and he was like, I can't talk about Infinity War, but it's pretty good, because obviously this is before Infinity War had coming out. But yeah, he was so cool, so chill, just one of a cool dude really. I could have spoke to him for ages, but I had a really great interaction with him, and obviously watching back that video I was like, yeah, that was a good day. And obviously having the Falcon sign as well, which is 10 out of 10. So yeah, I done that on the Saturday. And then the last guest I met was Manu, Bennett. Slade Wilson Arrow. That is freaking hench though. I mean, I'm having my progress in the gym, but shit man, I feel like a wheezy little kid compared to him. And obviously because he fell on my birthday weekend as well, so I said that to him at the table, and then he actually wrote Happy Birthday Kid from Slade. That's like one of his catchphrases, which is dope. And then I had my 2 Deathstroke pops to sign, and he didn't just sign them, he buried the boxes. Like, I'll show you what I mean. So this is my first one, just the unmasked Slade Wilson Deathstroke version, and obviously I borrowed this from Lucy. pen. So he proper covered the box. Man, that's a proper signature. I remember when Bennett came about to sign my Doctor Strange one, he just done a little bit on there, and I was like, that's not you signing a pop. He covered it on the front, put 2 pens Slade, and then on the side he wrote, "I keep my promises," which is one of the catchphrases he has in the show. In season 2 he felt betrayed by Oliver. That was a cool one. And then I also got the normal Deathstroke one signed as well, which I got for my birthday like years ago. He signed this one as well, so he's put 2 pen Deathstroke on the front, and on the side he done like a cool little crosshair target. And I was like, that is how you sign pops. Like literally, you bury him, bury the box. Like that's freaking. Oh man, there's a Bennett in here! Oh fuck's sake. Sorry. I've just noticed I got a dent in the box. Oh, I hate having OCD with these boxes, I really do. That just fucking grinds my gears, man. And the bottom too! Oh, fuck my life. How did that happen? Yeah, sorry. But yeah, so that's my 2 signed Deathstroke ones, which are dope. And then obviously both next to each other on the side. So they sit happily on my shelf with my Arrow collection there. I've pretty much got most of the Arrow ones signed now. I've got 1, 2, 4 that I haven't got signed, and they happen to all to be Oliver Queen ones. That's gonna be fun to get them signed. Yeah, meeting those 3 at MCM was really cool, because like Manu Bennett I've wanted to meet before, because he has done MCM before, but I think the year he was there I couldn't go, which sucked. And originally he was only doing 1 day, but then he ended up doing the whole weekend. So I was like, right, well, we'll go meet him. And he was cool, because like got to asking questions about like Arrow and that, because at the time when we met him, season 6 was airing, and he had obviously, if you guys have seen it, there was the 2 Deathstroke episodes where Oliver goes off with him to try and find his son. Then he sort of talked about it on the panel, because his panel was cool, because he talked about like Spartacus, Shirana Chronicles, and then he talked about Arrow. And I got to ask him like, I think your version of Slade Wilson's been brilliant, like well, that's still my favourite season of Arrow, season 2, because it was just perfect. That was without a doubt the best season of the show. And then he was like, oh thank you, like appreciate hearing that. And then I said like, you know, do you reckon you'll come back to Arrow? He said, well, to be honest, like, the Arrow guys sort of keep you in the dark. He said, so you never know, really. I'd like to see him come back to the show, but obviously with the whole DC film universe, it's spawns and everything up. It's like, oh yeah, you can't use Deathstroke and Arrow because we want to use him in films now. Right, well, that's the case. Then you can't use The Flash because there's 2 of him. Can't use Superman. Oh man, it's just the whole DC. That's another fucking jar of worms there, but that just grinds my shit. MCM I've done a few times. That was actually the first convention I've ever done when I was like, 16, so it's got bigger and better. And this year was really good because they had a whole Marvel section with like props, so they had like Thor, Ragnarok and Black Panther like costumes and weapons on display, so that was really sweet. And then there was models of characters around, so like you had like a Spider-Man one, Guardians of the Galaxy, and then there was like a circle and you had like Avengers 1, Captain America, Iron Man, Hulk. So it was cool seeing them, but it was a heavily Marvel influenced year because there was so much Marvel stuff there. And then you had the other side of the hall, there was like not a whole DC bit, but they had like a Justice League banner, they had the Batmobile on display, so that was pretty sweet. And then there's a little remote control Batmobile you got to like have a go off and you can win prizes, that was cool. Organisation for that was a lot better, I've got to be honest. I remember when I went to MCM when I met Lucy, oh man, the photo queues were just awful. Last year was a lot better because you actually knew the area, you knew where to queue, obviously you had your time slot as well, so it was a lot more organised, and security was really good as well, obviously, because last year we had a few of the terror attacks, so they did increase the security, which was quite good. It just ran a lot smoother. The only thing was like with some of the celebrities, like the bigger guests, like people like Mackie, and I think who was the other big one, there was a few big ones there. They should have maybe not done them in the middle, they should have done them maybe on one of the outside ones, because there was a lot of empty spaces, but it was just causing congestion. I thought it was a really great weekend. Obviously I only met 3 people that weekend, they were just all cool, had great experiences with each and every single one of them. And when again I've just looked back on that video, I was just like, yeah, that was awesome. And then obviously got my signed pops as well, and those cool photos. But yeah, MCM's one of those ones that everyone goes to. I wouldn't say, well actually no, to be fair, it's probably the biggest one we have over here next to LFCC, because it started off used to be like just like anime and manga con, but it's expanded, so you got film, comic books, TV now, so there is something there for everyone. So if you like anything nerdy, it's one to go to, because there was lots of cool stands there as well. I bought so many pops that weekend, like I bought like 2 Ragnarok pops, I bought Thor, I bought Hulk, I bought Scarlet Spider, because I never have to find that. I think I bought a Supernatural one as well actually. But yeah, it was just a cool weekend, and because it was on my birthday as well, it was just a little bit better. And obviously getting that personalised photo with Manu, that was pretty sweet as well. And then meeting Mackie was just the icing on the cake. That was just a little quick roundup of my MCM venture last year. I hope you enjoyed it guys, thanks for watching as always. If you liked the video, don't forget to like and subscribe down below, and stay tuned for more convention coverage in the future, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Oh god, I just want to try and shoot something, see if I'm actually going to kill someone. I don't know what I'm doing! Oh, fuck it. Okay. Oh. I'll take that. Make it. Right. Scanner! Oh god.